Hello, everyone. I'm doing a random chat, pumpkin spice random chat. Um, Today's been a weird day. It's like quarter to one right now where I live. I don't have classes today, so I was planning to wake up earlier, but that didn't happen. So I had an alarm clock set for 8:20, and then I snoozed it for 10 more minutes, and somehow I woke up at like 11:15 or so. So I don't know how that happened. I guess that's because I just needed a sleep in. So because I don't have class, I was like, okay, that's not bad. It's not like I missed a class. I do have classwork to do later today, but I will do that. But I thought first, I haven't done a random chat in a while, and I've been really loving the pumpkin spice coffees. So I went to Starbucks and I got some pumpkin spice stuff. And I haven't had technically a lot of food right today, just because it's been a late day. So I did get a non-pumpkin spice thing. I already finished it because I was driving to Starbucks, and then I came back here. So I need something to drink. So I think this is done. There's a little bit left. And it's kind of cold, but it's still really good. Yeah, I got a tall, flat white apple oat. I think it's like an apple oat flat white. That's what it's called. It's a new product. I guess it's for fall. So it's a flat white with apple oat syrup. Now they didn't have oat milk at the location I was at, so I just said put dairy in it. So I guess just regular milk they put in. Tastes really good. I guess it tastes appley. I don't know oaty because like it would be oat milk, but it says there's apple oat syrup. So it was a nice fall treat. Like it's very sweet. So if you're just like plain coffee, maybe this would be too sweet for you. But if you do like sweet drinks, I think you would like this. And I think it's just kind of different because it sounds like a really nice fall flavor, apple oat. So yeah, tall. I just saw on the menu and I was thinking that'd be really nice to drink. So yeah, apple oat flat white. I thought it was really good. I do like coffee. Excuse me, I don't drink coffee too often, but just because of the pumpkin spice stuff in the season right now, I just thought it'd be nice to do some pumpkin spice. Now, like last week, I need to take a break from pumpkin spice and buying coffees because I don't do it too often, and I make coffees at home when I'm in the mood for a coffee. But I just really wanted to go to Starbucks, so in the past 2 weeks, I guess I've had a hot pumpkin spice latte. Very good. I mean, if you like pumpkin spice, you'd love the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. And then I had a pumpkin spice frappuccino from Starbucks. It was good at the start, but near the end, I'm like, I always feel the frappuccinos are always good, but when you finish them, it's mostly like just whipped cream and like the like flavored, like most of the flavor is gone near the end of the frappuccinos. It's just like crushed ice and whipped cream, and it's just, I don't know. I do drink frappuccinos once in a while, but I don't think I'm as big of a fan of them. I feel like sometimes I'm like, it's good, but I wouldn't want this all the time. It's just the flavors, they hook me in. So yes, and I got iced pumpkin spice latte from Tim Hortons, but I don't think they put, like there's no froth when we got it, I don't think, because latte is like frothed milk. And I don't think the Tim Hortons had the frothed milk on the top. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. But for pumpkin spice today, after this, I might take a break. But like, I need to try the pumpkin spice stuff. Okay, so besides the apple oat milk, which I would suggest if you like lattes and you like a little bit of sweetness, I can drink black coffee, but it has to be hot. If I drink an iced black coffee, I would need like milk and sweetener. So only black hot coffee. But even then, sometimes black coffee hot, I will put in some sweetener. But yeah, mostly I drink green tea, but I do like coffee once in a while. And I was just, wanting to do a pumpkin spice random chat. So, my first drink is tall pumpkin cream. I've had this last year when it first came out. I think like last year was the first time it came out, and it was really good. So I'm gonna do a little sip. Yeah, it's really good. I didn't take a sip of the pumpkin coffees, because I wanted to make it like, you know, you saw me drinking it. I mean, it tastes like pumpkin coffee. I think the foam kind of died down a little bit, but there's still a lot of the foam. And it's very orange. The foam is orange. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's really nice. Okay. I've never really done this before, but I just thought it'd be fun. Definitely, I would order the pumpkin cream again. I mean, this is the second time trying it. It's really good. I mean, the cold brew is good. Excuse me. And then the apple milk, yes, I'd get that again. Although I don't do Starbucks too often because it can be kind of pricey, and I can just make coffee at home. I can make my tea at home. Well, I don't really buy tea out. I usually just make my tea home, but I will tend to buy coffee out because, you know, very fancy. And then the next I also got the pumpkin spice latte ice because I've had it hot like last week, but I wanted to try it iced because I've never tried it iced. So, yeah. That's more sweet than the pumpkin cream cold brew. Very sweet. I have a sweet tooth, so I do like sweetness, but sometimes, like, you know, the pumpkin cream cold brew isn't as sweet, but it's still sweet. So I think if you're used to like certain coffees, you'd probably think the pumpkin cream cold brew is sweet. But the pumpkin spice latte, very sweet, but very good. Probably like 15-20 grams of sugar. It's really good. Oh my gosh. So, I would get them all again. I mean, they're all very good. Okay. Just I think I paid like $20.50 for everything. So also I got the pumpkin scone. I've had it before, and I thought it was good. I know some people have said it's kind of, the scone part is hard, but a scone is kind of hard. It's not soft like a muffin. It's kind of like harder. But there's like cream cheese frosting and just like frosting on top of it. But today's just been kind of unproductive. I feel bad that I slept in, but also I don't do that often. And when that does happen to me, I tell myself that maybe I did need to sleep in and I didn't miss any classes, so that's okay. Tomorrow I'll be waking up at like 7 o'clock in the morning for my classes, so yes. And I do have stuff that I'll be doing later today, like schoolwork, but I just really wanted to do a chat. And I haven't totally had a proper breakfast today yet. I think the coffee kind of filled me up a little bit, but I'm still gonna I have some pumpkin spice oatmeal that I'll probably have afterwards, like Quaker oats. Yes, but okay, let's get to talking. Even though I've been talking this whole time, let's have a sip. Pumpkin spice, so good. I'm that person who loves pumpkin spice everything. I have many pumpkin spice teas. I should do that. I should do a video of all my pumpkin spice teas because I have a lot. Because I love the flavor. Whenever I hear of a place who has a pumpkin spice tea, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta try it. I mean, David's Tea has so many great teas out right now, but I'm kind of on a buy ban, on a sit down, no buying tea. And we have all these teas out that I really want to buy, But my order would probably be like $100 if I was allowed to buy everything I wanted of all the new teas. But they just have so many new teas, and I love every tea, like from orange pico red rose to ceremonial matcha, licorice shrew. I'm not a big fan, but I will still drink. I just love all the flavors. I think no one really knows how big my collection is, but I think they just know it's big, but they've never seen it as a whole. Yes, it's very big. So I'm gonna sit down, and I'm hoping maybe like my mom and I were thinking of getting an advent calendar, like a coffee one, like a Starbucks, because Starbucks has had advent calendars before. But last year I checked and they didn't, that I know of. So that'd be really nice if they had one this year, so we'd get one. But when it comes to like the tea advent calendars, I've had some tea advent calendars before, like David's Tea. And last year, or no, 2 years ago, I made my mom like a coffee advent calendar when I got coffee from like Bulk Barn and some instant Starbucks and some like coffee that you got from the hotel. And every day I put the day, I had a little piece of paper that said like day 12 with that coffee. And she really enjoyed it, and it wasn't that expensive. I can't really tell you how much it costed because it was kind of like from different places. But like Bulk Barn, you could easily make your own advent calendar, get like a cup's worth of beans because they have so much variety, and then the same with tea. So part of me kind of wants to do that again, but I don't know if Starbucks is doing an advent calendar. But I would do a Dave's Tea advent calendar. But I want to wait until like Christmas before I can allow myself to buy tea. And it's really hard when you're on a buy ban because David's Tea, like everyone always brings out awesome teas. And there's so many teas from David's Tea that I haven't tried that have come out. Like salted caramel oolong, cinnamon bun chai, pumpkin creme brulee, which sounds good. They have lemon ginger tea. They have honey ginger, which is renamed from last year. So they had a tea last year called Ginger Crystals, and I have some of that, and it's really good. But they renamed it to honey ginger. I kind of like the Ginger Crystals name better. But they're kind of bringing out cold teas, like teas for when you're sick. And lemon ginger is like a great combo. I love ginger. I'll drink ginger every day of the year. Well, maybe not every day of the year, but it's a tea that I usually gravitate towards too. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So yeah, I don't know what I want to do for an advent calendar. I just think like a David's Tea, they always bring the advent calendars, and I could do that, but like my mom does drink tea, but she's not a fan of all the flavors, and sometimes if we were drinking tea, it'd probably be too late for her, so she'd be like, no, I'm not in the mood for tea. So usually when I make tea every day, I haven't had a cup of tea yet, but I've been having my coffee, so but I will have tea. I will always have a tea at least once a day, unless for some reason I was on a trip where we were very busy and I just wasn't able to make a cup of tea. But the rule is Lily needs at least 1 cup of tea a day. My happy medium is 3. So if I had 3 a day, that'd be perfect. 2 is usually what happens. If it's like kind of a busy day, but 3 would be nice. So usually it's 2 to 3, and sometimes if I'm not that busy, I'll have like 4. But yeah, so advent calendar, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think Starbucks is gonna come out with an advent calendar, but I wish they did. Or I could just do a coffee advent calendar again. Because making your own advent calendar wouldn't take that much. It's not that expensive. So good, so sweet. Like Bulk Barn, I think most of the coffee I got was there. And it was probably like, I don't know, $5 or so. But I think I got like like a small amount of coffee beans. And then when like she had like, it was the day of the advent calendar and it was like a loop, like the beans, I would grind them up for her. But like they weren't that expensive. It's probably like $5. So you can always find coupons for Bulk Barn. I'm on their email, so I always get like emails of like $2 off at $10 or $5 off at $20, I think, which is really nice. So like, and they have a lot of great tea products too. So you could easily make your own advent calendar. Or I technically have an advent calendar from 2018 that I still have. Like I still have most of those teas. And last year I got tea off of like the Facebook Marketplace, I think. And there was like advent calendar teas in there. So I technically have advent calendars. Just if anyone wants to see what their advent calendar for 2020 is going to be. Because I think it's going to be really nice. But excuse me. Odds are I probably have most of the teas. So I'm so excited when I can finally buy tea. But I mean, sometimes Christmas I may get some tea. But I think, especially with my mom, she knows I have a lot of tea, and she knows that, like, I'll probably, like, I guess she knows that I'll buy myself tea anyways, and I know what I want. But, like, if you really didn't know what you should get for me, tea is always easy. I mean, if you get me tea, awesome. Although, I mean, sometimes, if, you don't have to buy me tea. But if you didn't know what to get me, tea is easy. But there's a lot of other things I like. This is just a random chat, okay? I feel like I need to talk. And, like, pumpkin spice. If you haven't gotten pumpkin spice stuff, you gotta get them. This isn't sponsored. I just wanted to go to Starbucks, get some pumpkin spice stuff, and, talk. Oh my gosh, that's so good, because, like, a couple days ago, I was hanging out with one of my friends, and we went to Tim Hortons, and we got pumpkin spice lattes, and it was, like, 10:30. But I don't think coffee affects me. I think I could have a cup of coffee right before going to bed, and I don't know if it would affect me. So I'm not really sure. Or I just sleep in. Yeah, the pumpkin spice latte is definitely sweeter than pumpkin cream cold brew, but they're both very good. Because there's like syrups in there. But if you guys would like a Christmas themed drink random chat, by all means I'll do that, because I'm not that kind of, I don't do those videos, but I would like to do those because I do like to do random chats. And when I say random chat, it is a random chat. I think, like, when I talk with my friends, we're from point A to point Z, and it's like, how did we get here? I don't know. But yeah, what else? Okay, I guess because it's October, pumpkin spice is like the perfect time. So I just thought this would be nice to do the video today because I had a random start to the day where I didn't really do anything, but I cleaned my cat's litter boxes. And yeah, she has 3. Because I feel like cats like more than one litter box to pee in. Random, but yeah, she's very loved. I know when people say male cats are very affectionate, you haven't met my cat. Oh my gosh, she gets very, like, when she's in the same room as you and you're not giving her attention, sometimes she'll give you like a, yeah, like an upset meow that you're not petting her. She loves attention. If a stranger came to the house, she'd probably want them to pet her. She's very cute and she's adorable. I love just when she's sleeping. She's so cute. I think she's sleeping right now on the bed or on the couch. But yeah, you gotta take care of your pets. clean their litter boxes, give them fresh water. I don't know if a lot of people do that, but I give my cat like fresh water. Like if her bowl has been out for like half a day, I'll like, well, I mean, obviously you refill the water because when it gets low, you need more water because people need water, animals need water, plants need water. So if the bowl is empty, you gotta refill it. But sometimes if the water's been out for a little bit, I'll like get rid of it and like add fresh cold water because I think sometimes the bowls kind of get slimy at the bottom, and if I was a cat, I'd probably be like, no, I need fresh water. I know some people leave their taps running because the cat's like drinking out of the sink. My cat doesn't do that, but I think she's seen the water get out from tap, and I thought she was kind of curious about that. But yeah, so this month, I think even September, but I guess definitely October, I've been wanting to watch a lot of like Halloween movies, kind of. Definitely like Supernatural. I love like Teen Wolf, Vampire Diaries, even a show, Big Wolf on Campus. It's so lame. It's from the 90s. And it's like this guy who's in high school and he's a quarterback and he's kind of like popular guy. But like before grade 12, like before his last year of high school, he gets bit by a werewolf on like a camping trip. Oh my gosh. And you know, he goes back to school and he's kind of losing his popularity, I guess, and he friends this goth guy named Merton. And he doesn't know what's happening, but his friend Merton, like, at first he doesn't really want to become friends with him, but he probably knows that kind of stuff. So they become best buds, and like his friend helps him out whenever he wolfs out. I think it's the emotions make him wolf out, and it's a really good show. The werewolf looks really lame. It's like hairs coming out of his cheeks and everywhere, but it's actually, maybe I can show you. But I thought it was a really good show. I've rewatched it. I like to rewatch shows. I think sometimes my parents are like, you rewatched this? What? Oh my gosh. It says it has 7 seasons. But I don't think so. Okay, this is the main guy. He's the werewolf. That's what the werewolf looks like. And the guy with the black hair is the goth guy. And then this is like the love interest. Lori, I think her name is. And yeah. But I guess this is what he looks like when he's not a werewolf. But this guy, what's his name? Brandon Quinn. He's actually on the Vampire Diaries for one episode, and he was a vampire in the show. But he was only on the show like for one episode, and only for a little bit. And Victoria from Twilight is in this show too. Yeah, I think it's 1999, so it's not really that old. I swear I thought it started like 1997. Excuse me, but it's really good. It's so weird. Okay, so it says it's like 7 seasons. But they're not. I think it's just actually 3 seasons because like each season has like 17, 18 episodes, I think. And on the thing, it's like there's not really that many. I don't know. But that's a really good show. I think my dad reminded me of it because he was actually the person who started me watching that show. Like, I think just he told me of this show and I checked it out and I'm like a big fan of it. I mean, it's old. It's like 20 years old. Oh my gosh. I have so many links on my phone open. But I do love the Supernatural. So Big Wolf on Campus, if you haven't tried it out, just watch one episode. Is there a really good episode? I don't know. They're all pretty funny, but I really like it. But I mean, yeah. Okay. I really like the theme song. It's a really good theme song. So if you don't want to watch the show, just search up Big Wolf on Campus theme song. And it's a tune. It's catchy. I really like it. I love it when a show has like a really good theme song, like One Tree Hill. Its theme song is really good. That's one of my favorite songs, I feel like. Because it's an actual song, but it's in the theme song. It's really nice. But yes, like Halloween Town. I haven't been able to watch Halloween Town, but that's a classic Halloween movie. I'm not a big horror movie person. I mean, I have to be in a certain mood. So if someone was like, "Oh, can we watch this?" Like I watched horror movies, but I'm more of like a Halloween funny kind of. So like on Netflix, there's Hubie Halloween with Adam Sandler, and there's a bunch of people on that movie. Because whenever Adam Sandler's in it, like, you know, his friends are always in the movie, so grown-ups have like a lot of people. Like Claire Dunphy from Modern Family is in it. It's just really funny. My dad really liked it. I really liked it too. So watch Hubie Halloween, and also a TV show called Julie and the Phantoms. It's actually like a reboot of a Brazilian Nickelodeon TV show. I haven't heard of it, but that's what Julie and the Phantoms is based off of. It's like a reboot kind, but it's a really good show. Like, it's not really Halloween, but it's like, you know, about ghosts, and it's kind of like a Disney show, but it's Netflix, and it's really good. It's a girl and these two ghosts that are in a band. So you should watch Julie and the Phantoms. And it's really quick. If you want something that's really good, the music is so good. I have like the music stuck in my head. And the characters are amazing. They're really funny. And a lot of them are, you know, the ghosts are really cute. The show isn't that long. I'm hoping it's going to be like many seasons. I think they're going to have season 2 in like 2021 sometime. Or film it in 2021, I guess. But there's only 9 episodes. And they're like 30 minutes long. So it's really quick. Like if you weren't doing anything today, you could easily watch it and be done with it. I'm rewatching it because I finished it like last week. So at first I didn't think I wasn't sure if I'd like it. So I checked out the first 2 episodes and I was like, yeah. And I think I took a day off where I was doing other stuff because, you know, you gotta go to work, you gotta do schoolwork. Well, you don't have to go to work, but if you do work, you're gonna have to go to work. And then I came back, and I was in love with it. It was so good, and now I'm rewatching it. I love the music. I'm excited for another season. That's good. I'm gonna have to have a lot of coffee in me. Julie and the Phantoms, really good. Hubie Halloween, really good. There's a show on like the Showcase channel. It's kind of like a movie channel. 13 Ghosts. That's kind of a horror movie, but not really a horror movie. It's kind of like a thriller, maybe? It's from the 90s. And it's like a house that has like 13 ghosts trapped in it. And there's like certain spells that are keeping the ghosts from, you know, roaming around the house. And a family, like a father and his children and other people are in the house and they're trying to get out. 13 Ghosts. Search it up. It's a good movie. Actually, not really that good. Just when I was watching it, it wasn't really scary, but it was kind of scary a little bit, but not really. Like, it's not like, I don't know, what'd be, I don't know. I'm not really good at explaining that, but if it was on when you're watching it, maybe just watch a couple minutes and see how you think of it. Like, it's not really that good, but it's not that bad. Also, Babysitter. The Babysitter is really good. And they have the sequel that came out in September. I'd watch it. Well, I have watched it. I'd recommend you watch it. I watched the first one twice, and I watched the second one, and I kind of want to rewatch it because, you know, it's Halloween, or it's October, so it's more like, you know, I love rewatching things when I really like them. Just, you know, so I really do want to watch like Twitches, Halloween Town, and those movies, but I don't have Disney Plus. I think you'd maybe find it like kind of like, I hope Disney, like I have the Disney Channel, so I hope they do that closer to Halloween, but I'm not really sure. So if you guys want to keep on, you know, if you guys like this video, and you want me to do like a Christmas themed one, I could do like, I know I have the like the white chocolate mocha at Starbucks, gingerbread latte, eggnog latte too, I think. I could totally do that. But I'll show you what the pumpkin scone looks like. Like this. I think someone said it looks like and tastes like Play-Doh. Like, so I don't, it doesn't taste like Play-Doh. It maybe looks a little like Play-Doh. It's sweet. I mean, you have the icing, so it's really good. I mean, pumpkin. It's like pumpkin bread, but with icing. It's good. It's not that hard. It's just the outer part is hard, and then it's softer on the inside. Yeah. What else? Yeah, but if you watch Julie and the Phantoms, tell me what your favorite song is from that. My favorite song is Perfect Harmony, and also Flying Solo. And there's other great songs too, but those are the two ones that really get stuck in my head. Oh, Unsaid Emily, that's really good. It's really sad. It's like emotional song, and it's really sweet. But I did cry because it was sweet and sad. It was emotional. What else? I don't know. Canadian Thanksgiving was yesterday, so that was really nice. It was a day off. Because usually I have like classes on Monday, but because it was a holiday, classes were canceled, so that was nice. But technically I had my Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday. Very good food. Delicious. It was like, you know, cranberry sauce, beets. There's like a vegan meatloaf. So it's kind of like beans in it. Turkey. Oh, Brussels sprouts with like a cheese sauce. Very good. And then there's apple pie. It was a small gathering. Like there wasn't too many people, but it was like a little nice family gathering. I do love Thanksgiving dinners. They're always so good. It's definitely different nowadays. So hopefully if you're Canadian and watching this, hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving, and hopefully you got to see some of your family. Maybe because of COVID it's a little bit different. So hopefully it was so nice. I think I had a nice Thanksgiving. I did a 10K on Sunday, a run with my dad, and that was really nice. I love running in the fall time. If you're a runner, I think, personally for me, fall time, like autumn, is the best season for running. And then spring, then summer, then winter, I think. Because winter, I mean, it can get really icy, and cold and dark quicker. And then summer is so hot. I'm not the best running in the heat. I can run in the heat, but like if I was in a race, my time would be slower. than what it would be in like a winter race, or I mean a fall race. And spring is nice because it's not too cold, it's not too warm, but fall is my favorite season for running. I try to do a lot of running outside because like trails and all the leaves are falling. It's very beautiful, very scenic, and it's just nice to run outside. But when it gets like, darker and, colder and more winter-like, as winter approaches, I'll be running inside more. I have a treadmill at my house, so that's really nice. But we're all runners, so I guess if your family all runs, it kind of makes sense that there is a treadmill. I guess we've always had a treadmill. And when I was younger, I wasn't a big fan of running it, but now even if it's nice outside, I may just be in the mood to run on the treadmill. And I'll listen to podcasts. Podcasts. Okay. There's just so much. So I feel like maybe like a part 2, maybe not like going to Starbucks, but I could do a part 2 of a random chat. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I get very excited usually. So I don't really listen to podcasts too often, but so the main podcast I listen to is Pretty Basic with Alicia Marie and Remy. I don't even know what her last name is. They're both from LA. They're LA YouTubers and they're best friends. And it's just kind of like a podcast of, life in their, like what's going on with them and just like kind of thoughts. And they also have like sponsors. So like they'll have little commercial breaks in between where it's like, oh, this video is sponsored by blah, blah, blah. I love watching Alicia Marie's videos. She seems nice. I mean, she has a lot of subscribers. And okay. Remy's last name is Remy Ashton, I think. Don't quote me, but I think so. It's Alicia Marie and Remy Ashton. No, I'm not really sure. I think it's Remy Ashton. I really hope. That'd be weird if it wasn't, but excuse me. So yeah, I've been listening to them. So whenever I go on the treadmill, I try to listen to a podcast. So I've been listening to Pretty Basic. And then also her sister has a podcast with her best friend. So it's Ashley Nicole on YouTube. And I watch some of her videos because I really like Alicia Marie's videos. And like her sister will be in it because they live together and they kind of have 2 other people who sometimes have lived there, like 2 roommates kind of. So Ashley Nicole and her friend Taryn. I don't know her last name, but during the summer because of COVID, there were 4 people in the house. So it was like the 2 sisters and it was like Alicia's best friend, also assistant, and Ashley's best friend, Taryn. But yeah, so I've only watched like the first episode of Ashley and Taryn's podcast, but it's called Unsolicited Advice. It's kind of like, they're both really good. And then I found out that there's a Dance Moms podcast with the original moms, minus Christy. I haven't really watched I've watched like mostly like clips. So I can't tell you that I watched the whole series. I've only like watched like parts of episodes and that stuff. But I have liked kind of Dance Moms. I mean, it's very dramatic. But so the original moms, Jill, Holly, Melissa, and and not Christy, but the other mom. I forget. But I haven't watched it. I just watched I just heard that they had a podcast, and I might check it out, see what it's like. But yeah. I feel like I should stop this because I'm at 40 minutes and I'm not gonna edit it just because it's a random chat. There's no editing with my chats. Well, I mean, there's a lot of rambling, so I just, but yeah, so if you go to Starbucks, I'd recommend the apple oat flat, the pumpkin cream cold brew, pumpkin spice latte. I'm not totally a big fan of frappuccinos, but I have had them before and they're okay, but I'd rather do like a latte. I've also would really like to try their refreshers, so maybe I'll do a refresher video. Not saying that my videos are going to be mostly Starbucks. Mine will always be like mostly tea videos. But I do like to do random chats because it's fun. And it just, sometimes I just need to talk. And I mean, later today I'll be going for a run with my running group. And then tomorrow I have another running group. Trail running group. I love running. And it's a great way to take out some of my energy because I think I have a lot of energy and I've been talking for 40 minutes and I could basically talk for like 3 hours. So yes, I should probably stop this, but thank you for listening. If you want more random chats, let me know. Maybe I should do like a pumpkin spice tea video, talking about all my pumpkin spice teas. I don't know if I've actually done that. I think I've talked about doing one, but I should do that. But like my video, thank you for watching my videos. I know I don't have a lot of subscribers, and it's not like I'm trying to be like YouTube famous. But it's cool to know that people like watching my videos, and I know some of my friends watch my videos. I know Rose, if you're watching this video, you're the best. Hopefully I know you said you were watching one of my videos, so shout out to Rose. But yes, okay, I need to leave. I need to just finish my coffees because I'm still only half done my pumpkin cream cold brew, but they're both really good. So yes, see you guys in another videos. I'll be uploading this video soon, and also I have my September TMTs video that I'll be uploading on YouTube. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. See ya.